Alright guys, today's a very exciting day because in my hands I have what is known to be to a lot of people the sneaker grail. And you can kind of see it with me waving it around. It is the Off-White Nike Jordan 1 UNC. These are obviously a banger and one that, as you can imagine, has skyrocketed in value both before and after Virgil Abloh exited the scene through a tragic case of cancer. Now, this is actually a replica pair. If I didn't tell you that this was a replica pair, there was no way that you guys would have known it. This is the first replica I've reviewed on this channel, and I'm going to go through the shoe, talk about some of the differences between these and the real pair, and talk about whether reps are worth it or not, because my opinion might surprise you. You never know. So I'm just going to be completely transparent. I paid around $100 for these shoes, $50 for the shoe itself, and $50 for shipping costs. So in my opinion, that is a very reasonable price, because these not only are fully working shoes, but they're also a very good replica of a very, very important shoe to the sneaker community as a whole. So, $50 for the shoe itself. Obviously these shipped from China, so Chinese shipping is going to be very expensive, and that is around doubling the cost of the shoe itself just on shipping. So let's just get into the shoe itself, walk you through the details and how it looks. This is the lateral side of the shoe. Obviously that iconic side profile of the Off-White Jordan 1 that everyone knows and loves within the sneakerhead community. You got that big oversized Nike swoosh. You got the stitching on the swoosh itself, as well as the stitching on the back of the swoosh. You got the Wings logo right here, and then the iconic Air in quotations, which is one of the trademarks of Virgil Abloh. On the medial side of the shoe, you have Off-White for Nike, Air Jordan 1, Beaverton, Oregon, circa 1985. Obviously the iconic text that is on pretty much every Off-White. Obviously the date changes based on what model shoe it is. So for the Air Max 90 it would say 1990, of course. And then you got the stitching. From the front you got the Nike Air on the tongue, which is on that off-centered side like how it is on the real pair. And then the stitching underneath that, you can see you got these flaps on either side, which kind of make the shoe look wider, and they say 85 on it with kind of a bold looking font right there, pretty sick looking. And then the toe box of the shoe is made up of a double layer foam, which was put here because on the Off-White Chicago as well as the European white ones, the toe box got dirty almost immediately. So this upgrade was given to the shoe in order to prevent staining on the toe box of the shoe. You also have more of these flaps on the bottom of the shoe, which can be laced through if you so choose to. I just kind of leave them unlaced so they can hang freely, because this is not supposed to be like a conventional shoe. This is supposed to be very out there and loud and iconic, and everyone knows this shoe when they see it. Then you got the Made in China tag on the side there. Let me turn that around for you guys. There you go. The tag here is pretty much the exact same as on the real pair. And yeah, then you got the exposed foam on the tongue. Obviously these are kind of similar to those Nike Inside Out Air Jordan 1s that I reviewed in the last video, the Crafts. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure you check it out, because those are surprisingly similar to some of the details that exist on these shoes right here. So let's check out the other shoe real quick. I actually have these laced in the vibrant orange laces, which I think are the best laces for this shoe. They also come with a blue one as well as the white one that you saw in the other one. You got the iconic Air. Same exact thing going on here. Same medial, same toe box, same Nike Air right there on the tag. Yeah, you guys know the drill with these. An absolutely fire shoe. So let's just real quick talk about like the difference between these and the real pair. Obviously, I'm not a GOAT or StockX authenticator, and even they can't always catch fakes, but from what I can tell, the major differences are these. The Air on the side is too low. It's supposed to be a bit higher up on the sole. It's not really supposed to touch this bottom white part. On the other shoe, it's even more apparent that it's basically resting on top of the sole right there. So that is not supposed to be the case. It's supposed to be higher up. The heel color might just be a little bit too dark, which is something that you would only notice if you literally put the side of the shoe right next to a real pair. And then these flaps are just too flimsy. I would say this is the biggest tell on the fake pair. These flaps are just too easy to maneuver, and they're too flexible. On the real pair, they have some structure to them, if I remember correctly. The tongue, also these stitchings are not exactly correct, but from an untrained eye, or even someone that knows what they're looking for, you would never know that this is a fake shoe on someone's foot if they were walking by. Now, in terms of what my opinion on fake shoes is, I would say that if you're buying them to wear them, and even maybe just to beat them up and wear them like on a regular basis and not feel worried or scared that they're gonna get dirty, I would say it's more than worth it, especially at the cost of $70 to $100. I mean, why not? If you're reselling fakes, obviously you're a scumbag for that, but as long as you're just getting them to wear them and just having fun with them, then honestly do whatever you want. That's my opinion. That's always my opinion when it comes to anything. I believe in freedom, and I think people should have the right to choose to do what they want to do. And yeah, so these are an absolutely fire shoe. I'm pretty excited, honestly, even though I probably won't wear these that much since I don't really wear fakes. But who knows, maybe I'll just wear them from time to time and get some wears out of them, because they are a super nice shoe. The one weird thing about them is that they have these spikes on the inside of the insole, which are very, very like spiky, which makes the shoe kind of feel much different to a regular Jordan 1. I would say it's probably more comfortable, and even on the regular Off White UNCs, I believe I'm like 90% sure that there's spikes on the insole. So they got that detail right. They honestly got a lot right when it comes to the shoe, and if you wear these a lot and make them dirty, no one will ever know that they're fake. Obviously, when they're crispy and new like this, they are a bit suspicious, if I do say so myself, but if you're just getting them to wear them, go for it. With that being said, On Foot coming up right now. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you all later.